I'm Rachel Leonard of the Bridal Council, and I'm really excited to be speaking with Babi of Babi Ahluwalia. Did I get that right, Babi?
Sure did, yes.
Of the dynamic duo of Sashen and Babi. How are you?
You're great, thanks. Just it's busy Monday, getting all prepped and ready and poised for bridal week and excited about a show again. So yeah, happy and tired, but mostly happy.
Oh, that's great. It's so great to be so busy. So tell us about the lifestyle and the overall look of the Sashen and Babi brand.
So, as you know, we've kind of made our mark in the world of evening for the last few years. But as we evolve as a brand and as we grow, we realize that all things occasion, whether it's day or evening, really come second nature to us in terms of how we want to present our point of view. So right. Whether it is a day luncheon or a day, bridal shower or a day wedding party or anything where you've got to be a little fancy, you've got to talk to us because our job is to make you shine and, do our part in terms of, designing a silhouette that works well for most body types, arrange a color palette that's soothing and ethereal and of course on trend. So we've come into the world of bridal by kind of default, and now we are enjoying it so much because we see a consumer evolve the way we've evolved as a brand,
That's fantastic. I mean, the consumer really, when you say it came about organically, is that because people you found were,
for example, when we used to have a Madison Avenue boutique, we of course were ready to wear poise and highlighting evening and all things occasion. We used to have gals walk in, early 30s, I can't name them, at that point saying, I saw this great gown walk down the runway, Bob, can you make a bridal version for this for me? I was like, and some I knew through work, through life and friends, and some I just met at the shop because it was my day at the shop and they would walk in with a tear sheet or with a Vogue runway picture. So it was really amazing that we saw the consumer shift the way we were shifting as a brand. And then we were like, let's pay attention to this market. Let's look at it carefully and service her well and do it, in a right way, because there is something about customization and something fabulous, but that takes a while. That will require a couple of fittings, that has price value, but that is a whole different space. And we were there when we did bridal, when we just started, and we had to pause it because we really didn't see, the appetite anymore. Like the more of the gals were DMing us from our Insta handle or looking at pictures of what went down the runway. So we actually shifted our point of view, leaning on the consumer because her lifestyle had shifted and her mindset had changed and that.
So you can walk into the store and walk out with a wedding dress? Is that it, or order it?
At the moment, we are a digitally native brand. We are, of course, in brick and mortars. We are in Saks and Nordstrom. But we exited our ready-to-wear our boutique uptown thanks to the pandemic, and we couldn't just hold on to that lease. Right. But on our site, whatever you see, it's ready to it's a turnkey bridal. So it's
amazing.
Stocked. Of course, you'll need some alteration if you have a nice stylist or a tailor in your fold, which most brides do. We're just ready to celebrate in a way where the girl comes to us for all things that we've kind of taken away the stress of, where she has to coordinate the right bridal party for the maids. She has to talk to her mother about what to wear. We've kind of taken away a lot of those stressors from that bridal narrative and showcased it to our best ability.
I love it. That's great. So do you have a special inspiration for fall 2023?
So we do and we don't. Inspiration has to come from, because our gal, we found in the data that we have 3 or 4 kinds of different brides. So if she's a super fashionable bride, she's not paying too much attention to trend. Right. She has a very strong sense of self. She loves fashion. She has a great appetite, and she wants the pieces to reflect her sensibility. Then, of course, we have a modern bride and our odes to the classic ballerina shapes. Where we brought them in a fresher take with soft box pleats around the waist, with beautiful bijou crystals around the straps. So we have an inspiration of refining and retweaking classic beautiful silhouettes, but yet adding a more modern perspective of what it should be. So not for us, our muse is our inspiration. Really, it's our gal. She inspires us. The more we learn about her on social, the more we see her. It's she's so confident, which is so actually thrilling. Today, the young ones are
As they should be.
as they should be.
As they should be.
I know. So it's really a fresh take on the bridal narrative for us. It's not the kind of the woven dream that we've got to make it more palatable, more relatable. Give her fashion, give her something fantastic. But
Exactly. And so, do you, when you're designing like engagement party looks or
we have so much fun with those, Rich. We have so much fun.
that's so great. And like, is there any advice you have for brides on what to select, or you just they know what they want kind of thing?
So for the maid's part, you're talking, or are you talking?
No, I'm sorry, for the bride herself, for rehearsal dinner and
Okay, so we have only guidelines that we kind of are relevant to serve the bride. For example, it should be more individualistic on her sensibility.
right.
Modern brides have their own vision. They love fashion. It's more of self-expression, really, and what silhouettes speak to them. So honestly,
Okay.
where would you feel?
Where would you feel? And what about bridesmaids? What are you feeling about bridesmaids?
So it's kind of an exciting part of our collection because we focus on classically feminine palettes and kind of like jade and pink rose and soft blushes, and punctuated them with coordinating prints. So there are some lovely solids and there are some lovely coordinating prints, because not everybody is you could be a print person
Right.
or a solid person. So we've shown them in a pretty beautiful kind of way where it's the same palettes. And our next collection will be champagne and midnight blue and more cinnamon and merlot. So that'll be more fall driven.
Right.
But honestly, we're building our own lane, because at the moment we show you fall solids, but come late July, we'll have solid prints that we thought we should show a little later because it's more in the season,
Right. Oh, I love that idea. So you can mix and match, but
Yes.
in the color palette. That's great. And do you have any advice for mothers?
It's a big day for moms, and honestly, there isn't enough of chic things for mom, because she's also a fashionable girl in terms of well, number one, she's paying for the party. Number two, she's enjoying the moment with her young ones. So there's no really cookie cutter silhouettes, but we have beautiful, vibrant colors for the girl who love colors. We have classic silhouettes that work well. There's arm coverage, there's back vent open, so there's ease on our on the fabrics for comfort. So they are intended to satisfy different body types, these silhouettes. And the aesthetics and point of view are, of course, feminine. We are a femme brand, and we're proud of that.
Mhm.
So there are plenty of offerings for different body types of mom, and different fabrications for sure.
Fantastic. And my last question is about guest dressing. It's
That is all, like I said, that was our piece that we were doing well anyway. We called it occasion, and that became guest off. So it is obvious.
How to determine what's appropriate. Let's go there.
Let's go there. So it's honestly depends on the wedding, right? On the destination of the wedding, as to where is it, how is it? Is it a barn wedding? Is it a beach wedding? Is it a country club wedding? It can't be just one season. So most weddings are kind of very thoughtful, and the bride and groom do a pretty decent job these days narrating their aesthetic. So following on those cues, and then again, looking at silhouettes that accentuate your features. If you're a solids person, let's look at what narrows down your waist. Let's look at silhouettes that give you more length. If people like arm coverage, we have this great Amy dress that is 3/4 sleeve, but it's got a beautiful narrow waist and flares. So A-line silhouettes. So I think it depends on, is it a black tie? Is it a bohemian wedding? Is it a bar? So just looking at where the event is.
Where it's going to be, and it dictates a lot of times on the invitation. You can sort of get the feeling when you say.
Yeah.
Oh, this was so wonderful. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed talking to you. You have so much knowledge about what you're doing, and I think you're in the right direction of where the bride is today. And I really look forward to seeing new.
Oh, we're delighted. Yeah, it's like good. Yeah, we're so excited internally because it's refreshing to showcase the world where the world is. And then if you make sense and you see real people actually, kind of, I was telling Amy this morning, I was like, how many pieces have you sold already? We haven't even had the show yet. So it's good troubles, So,
That's
yeah.
fantastic. Well, we're almost out of time, so I just want to thank you for taking the time today out of your very busy schedule, and
Of course.
I'll see you soon.
Yes. Thank you
Bye,
so much.
everybody.